Go check out FIFA Coins online for some amazing deals on buying coins. Link in the description. Hello guys, Mr. Aussie1990 here, and we're back for some more FIFA 14 potential cards ratings predictions video. Now, we're going to do just some random players which I decided to do. Some players I think might be really good on FIFA 14. There's some players which I intend to use pretty early on. We're going to start things off pretty quickly here with Negredo. Obviously, he's a preset 82 on FIFA 13, as you can see his regular card will be on the screen. Now, he's an okay player, but he's severely underrated in my opinion for his original card. He's had a couple of informs, he's been like a high rated, but EA normally base it on their original cards, what they're going to be, because they're intending to get some informs, etc. So they don't want to do massive high ratings for these players, just in case they get a couple of informs, they don't want to be pushing the high 90s, etc. But he's an 82 overall in FIFA 13. He's got some okay card stats, I mean nothing amazing, but what we're going to do is we're going to transfer him into a Manchester City card. Of course, you can see him now on your screen. He's going to be an 84 rated. Now, I did tweet this one out because I wasn't 100% confident on what he should be. I was thinking in between like the 83 to 86 kind of ratio, because he is a really good striker, and I can see him doing really well for Man City this year. He scored a lot of goals last season as well, so I'm expecting quite a big upgrade on him. I mean, as I said, he's had an inform card, which I've kind of based this normal card on a little bit more, because his pace was about 71. I moved it to 72, but he's a 67 pace originally. I've moved his shooting up quite a lot. Now, I think his inform's like an 89 at shooting, but his original was an 81, but he's so much better than that. That was really harsh, in my opinion. He's a very good shooter of the ball. He's a very good finisher. He's a very good striker. So I gave him an 87. A little bit of a passing up stat as well, to 66 from 62. 83 dribbling on the guy, just to, boost his stats up to make that 84 more respectable. A little bit up in defending to 50, and a little bit up in heading to 85. Now, that's less than his top inform, which I think is an 85 overall, but it's obviously more than his 82. I think that's a fair card. He might get some negative comments about that one, but I honestly think Negredo will be a massive hit at Manchester City. I mean, EA might not give him a special card. I see a lot of people were tweeting me saying, oh, they didn't put Zeko up quite a lot, even though he scored a lot in Germany when Man City bought him. But I feel as if Negredo, people know he can score goals. He's definitely a proven goal scorer. He does well for, most of the clubs he's played for. Sevilla did really well last season, like I said. So we're expecting him to, do well this season if he gets game time. Obviously, Aguero may nip him in the position. Maybe Aguero and, they've got Jovetic now as well. It's a very difficult but nice team selection for the manager. But we're going to move on to the next player anyway. That's enough in Negredo, and it's going to be Arturo Vidal. Now, what a season this guy's had. I mean, he was an 84 rated originally, so he was a good player. But Juventus had an amazing season, didn't they? Didn't concede many goals. I've got him as a centre mid there, but he's a CDM originally. But unfortunately, I couldn't find any CDMs on the market whatsoever. But he's a default CDM, so that's a little bit strange. I think the FIFA 13 auction is a little bit messed up at the moment, but there he is in all his glory. Every stat over 72. We're going to change him up, and he's going to look like this. There he is, 85 rated CDM, as you can see. What a nice looking card that is. Again, all his stats over 74 this time. As I said, I've upgraded him a rating, so obviously his stats are going to go up a little bit. I boosted his pace by 2. I think that's fair. Shooting stayed the same, even though this guy's got a really good shot on him. But I feel as if 76 is high enough anyway. 8, up in 1 on passing, etc. 82 there, I gave him 82 at dribbling, stayed the same. 83 at defending, very good defensive card. I mean, you have him in your 3-5s, 2s in CDM. He had a team of the season card as well. That's just to say how well this guy actually did. But it's a pretty good looking card there. So he does his little heart celebration. I thought I'd have that in the thing there. I think Gareth Bale copyrighted that shit as well. But I think Vidal started it first, so who knows? Leave that in the comments if you do know. I think it's a decent looking card there. I think obviously the pictures are just ones I've chosen myself. They could be any random picture when it comes in, but I think his stats, I do expect them to be that good considering his card in FIFA 13. So leave it in the comments what you make of that one. We'll move on to our third player now, which is going to be Thiago Silva. Now, I got quite a lot of requests to do this guy. He's one of the top centre backs in the game. 87 rated original card. That's pretty impressive, to be fair. He got his big move to PSG. I think Barcelona are heavily interested in him at the moment, but I think someone was quoted in saying that if Barcelona plays a release clause, PSG will just pay Messi's release clause, which I found absolutely hilarious. But, PSG have got all the money in the world pretty much, so they could do whatever the hell they want. But I don't think they'll do the Messi release clause. It's insane. I think it's really high. I don't know exactly what it is. But here's Thiago Silva in all his glory. You can see his stats there. He's a very good card originally. I mean, he's had a couple of informs as well. I think he had an 89, his highest inform if I'm not mistaken. 82 pace originally on his card, 88 defending, 82 heading respectively. But we'll move on to our FIFA 14 card of him now, which there he is, sticking out his tongue. Looks impressive. I kept him at 87 rated. I don't see him going any much higher than that. I wouldn't be surprised if EA knock him back a rating. Not because he's not had a good season, but 87 is a hell of a high rated card, for a centre-back. He's one of the top centre-backs in the world, you've got to say. But if he gets a couple of influence, I expect him to do this year. You know, again, he's pushing a 90 rated, and I don't know what EA are going to do next year about the ratings, but I think he'll stay at 87 in my opinion. I upped his pace a little bit because he's a really quick guy. I've seen him play a couple of times for Brazil and etc. He's really, really quick. So that he's granted of his 83 pace there, or 82 pace, whichever he gets. I pushed his shooting up a little bit to 62. Got a decent strike on him, this guy. His passing stayed the same, in my opinion. Dribbling went up by a couple. I think one actually there. Defending up at 89. He's obviously an immense centre-back. And, you know, if he gets his move to Barcelona, which I think he wants, and, it, you know, it might happen in a couple of years' time, etc., then he'll be one of the best centre-backs in the world. If he isn't the best centre-back in the world at the moment, I mean, if he isn't the best centre-back in the world at the moment, if I can speak bloody correctly, sorry about that. But, I mean, he is, honest to God, one of the best centre-backs in the world. I can't stress enough. You've got, like, Ramos, who, you know, I consider a really good centre-back, but he almost doesn't play as a centre-back sometimes. You've got, like, PK, obviously, he's a beast of a centre-back guy, so he does it quite good. But Thiago Silva is just a, you know, consistently good player, so I've given him some high stats there, which I think he deserves. I can see like the 89 defending and the 84 heading respectively. But we'll move on to our final card now, which is going to be the Barcelona Neymar. Now, I wasn't going to do this guy, but I thought, why the hell not? We'll chuck him in there just at the end to make things good. You know, that's his Barcelona card. That's a transferred one at the end of FIFA 13. He's got some decent stats on his card. I mean, 91 dribbling, 91 pace, as well as 5-star skills is pretty impressive. But we'll move on to his FIFA 14 card now, which is that card right there. Got him in a Barcelona shirt, looking quite cool there. You know, I've upped his pace and dribbling by 1 each, respectively, to 92 and 92. But I've upped his overall rating to an 86. It might be a little bit high. I think he may stay at 85, but I wanted to boost his stats a little bit because obviously he's had an incredible year. Getting this massive move to Barcelona, of course. Doing really well for Brazil as well. A lot of people, he kind of come of age a little bit. Everyone was, you know, had their own opinions of him. I really like the guy. A lot of people were saying, is he overrated? Isn't he overrated? Etc. I don't think he's overrated. If you get your big move to Barcelona, you can't really be overrated. I mean, he is a decent player. He's had his better times. He's one of them players who, I don't really know how to describe him. He's just fantastic. He's got skill, he's got flair, he's got pace, he's got power. He's a skinny as fuck guy, but he seems to get in behind, like, all the time. Even the strongest defenders can't really cope with him. But I've upped his shooting as well to 82. I think that's a little bit more respective than 79. 74 passing kept the same. 44 defending, don't really know where you put that, to be honest. What is he? He's not any good at defending. You can't really say that. Up this heading by 1 as well. So his overall rating was an 86. They're the cards we've got in all our glory now. We went with Negredo, Vidal, Thiago Silva, and Neymar. They're the 4 cards I chose for this episode. That is going to be the end of this video. Leave in the comments 4 people you would like to see in the next episode. I'm planning on doing quite a few of these. I want to do these. I'm having really fun doing these. And it looks like in comments you are enjoying seeing these as well. It's a little bit of fun. It's away from FIFA 13. It's something new. It's something fresh. Hopefully you do enjoy it. Of course, leave in the comments, like I said, 4 players, maybe 3 players, a couple of players, in the comments what you think I should do in the next video. Thank you very much for sticking around. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you again soon. So, bye-bye.